Hey, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakwah Kadash, Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and rest of life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, when I can get something from this video. Basically, man, I'm just going to, idol worshiping and idols, right? I was watching a video on social media, and I think, I don't know where the guy might have went. He went somewhere in Asia, or maybe it was, he went somewhere where those, somewhere where those gooks was at or whatever, and they have a big ass golden image, right? And, he kind of took a picture about the image as if it was something to, praise, or if it was something to worship. And, I know he don't know any better, but, he a Jake. I know he don't know any better. But I was looking and I'm like, well, that's how you know we live in a time where the heathen are in rule. And they are confederate with the so-called white man, which is the top heathen. Okay, they are confederate. Okay, they're in rule because they're able to have their images set up there. But and you go into their temples, you're able to see, their, sculptures and the different things that they worship. You're able to see Buddha. You're able to see these different things. Even when you go to these Arab countries, you're able to see the things that they worship, the idols that they worship. Even when you get into Elam, right? They worship different things. They got a rat temple. They got all kind of shit, man. They got an elephant with human arms or some shit like that. I mean, we went into a restaurant and you look to the left and it was a little statue right there of confusion. You know what I mean? A statue of confusion is what I call it, And this is how you can know that they're heathen, okay? Because they worship things that they made. They worship things that they can't work. They don't. The Lord look at them as spittle, and it's evident because even in their power, even in their so-called glory or their heaven, they're still nothing. You know what I mean? They're still nothing. They have no power, but with the Lord gives them. Okay, but this is why. See, we don't worship the sun. We don't worship the moon. We don't worship the stars. We don't worship, different months and chakras and all this other. We don't worship things like that, right? We worship the Lord, which He created the earth. He created the sun. He created the moon. He created the stars. He created the different planets. He created, the different things that, these people worship. Okay. And some of these things that, these people worship, are made up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the Lord, these heathen created that. You know what I mean? But we are not to create that, man. I mean, we are not to create it, nor are we to worship it. We're supposed to worship the Lord, man. We can't worship the heathen, right? We have to be holy and separate, right? And when you get into the law makes us holy and separate. Okay? And that's how we got to walk. So we can't, and then don't get it wrong, right? Worshiping an idol is just not, having a cross around your neck or having this or having that or doing this or doing, worshiping the stars, moon, worshiping. You could be worshiping your woman, man, putting her before the Lord. You could be worshiping your family. You could be worshiping, your car. You could be worshiping. You might got 3 or 4 so-called bad bitches that you worshiping, right? That you breaking your back for, but yet you ain't read, right? You ain't read, you ain't did no videos, you ain't called no brothers, you ain't prayed, right? And you did none of that, right? And the Lord said what? He's a jealous power. The Lord also said what? Man, seek ye the kingdom of heaven and all these things should be added unto you, man. Okay? So the Lord gives us blessings, man. We serve the Lord, man. The Lord gives what He sees fit for us, man. Okay, we're not like the heathen. You know what I mean? But yeah, I saw him walking through that and it sparked me to do, I got up. It sparked me to do this video. I don't know. I'm like, man, look at these heathen, man. These fucking heathen and their pride and their prideful deeds and their worthless images. Right? Come on, man. But this is Wisdom of Solomon 15:1. It says, but thou, O power, art gracious and true, long suffering, and in mercy, ordering all things. For if we sin, we are thine, knowing thy power, but we will not sin, knowing that we are counted thine. It says, for to know thee is perfect righteousness, yet to know thy power is the root of immortality. Okay? To know the law, right? To know righteousness, to serve the Lord, okay, is the root of immortality, man. Okay, that's why when we're changed, when the scriptures talk about us being changed in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, when we put on those new bodies, right? The law is going to be within us. Therefore, we're not going to be able to go off. Therefore, there's no need for death because we're immortal. Things mortal die. Things immortal don't die. Okay? It says, for neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, the painter's fruitless labor. Yeah. And you could apply that to the elect in the 1/3. It says, for neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us. Mischievous invention of men. Okay? Nor an image spotted with diverse colors. Right? An image spotted with all these colors. Oh, like it's something to worship. Come on, man. The painter's fruitless labor. The sight whereof enticeth fools to lust after it. See? The sight thereof, the sight of it enticeth a fool to lust after it. Oh, man. Oh, I got to woo woo. Oh, you see that cross? You see that so-called Jesus piece with them diamonds in it? Oh, I got to get that woo woo. Because the diamonds was sparkling and then gold was shining and the rubies was this and that and blah. But don't understand that, nigga, that's wickedness. As a matter of fact, that ain't even, his name ain't Jesus. And when you go into the history, see, niggas they do it, right? Not knowing what come behind that. And what they put, niggas will put anything on their neck. As long as it's sparkle, as long as it shine. Why? Because it's to get it's to get what they want. Okay? It's to attract who they want most of the time. Or sometimes niggas really believe in that. Sometimes niggas really believe in these different idols and really pray to these different idols. Okay? It says, for neither did mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, the painter's fruitless labor. For the sight whereof entice the fools to lust after it, and so they desire the form of a dead image that hath no breath. See, it's a dead image. So that image that was up there, that them goops put up there, right? That's a dead image. It has no breath. Okay, it says both they that make them, they that desire them, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. Okay, look, it says, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things. They are lovers of evil things, man. And they're evil in their deeds as well. Okay? It says, 7, it says, for the potter tempering soft earth fashioneth every vessel with much labor for our service. Yeah. Of the same clay he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean uses, and likewise also all such as serve to the contrary. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge. And employing his labors lewdly, right? And I looked up what that word lewd means. Let's go to it real quick. Right? Lewdness, evil, wicked. Okay? Lewdness, right? Lewdness, evil, or wicked. Okay? It says, and employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain God of the same clay, even he which a little before was made of earth himself. So he was made of earth himself, right? And within a little while, so who is he to make a image? See? These people, their pride have deceived them. It says, and within a little while after he returneth to the same, out when his life which was lent him shall be demanded. So even your life was lent you. I'm gonna run that back. It says, in employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain God of the same clay, even he which a little before was made of earth himself, and within a little while after returneth to the same, out when his life which was lent him shall be demanded. Okay, 9 it says, notwithstanding his care is not that he shall have much labor, nor that his life is short, but striveth to excel goldsmith and silversmiths, and devour to do like the workers in brass, and counteth it his glory to make counterfeit things. So he counted his glory to make counterfeit things, fake things. His heart is ashes, is his heart is ashes, his hope is more vile than earth, and his life of less value than clay. And this is talking about idol makers. Come on, man. It says, it says, in his life less value than clay. So serving idols is a dumb thing. You gotta serve. If you're an Israelite, you have to serve the Lord. Okay. It says, where was I at? Yeah. 11, it says, for as much as he knew not his maker, and him that inspired into him an active soul and breathed in a living spirit, but they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. And you see that, I mean, that's a saying in the world, man. You know, and you see that the people, they use their liberty for these type of things. They use their liberty to please the things of their flesh. They don't use the liberty to get right. Even though some people know that end is coming, right? Like we was on the highway in Zimbabwe a couple weeks ago, and you had this dude walking by, I'm saved by the blood of Jesus, and he appeared to be an Edomite, right? And it's like, okay, well, what are you doing? And what are you saved from? And how can you walk around proudly and say that? And who is Jesus? Okay, and if you were to answer your own question, well, research, you will understand that his name isn't Jesus. You will understand that the letter J is a new word, or is a new letter, select it. And when you get a 1611 King James Bible, it got I for Jesus in there. It got an I where the J is. Okay? It says, I keep losing my spot. It says, it's like it's a lot I got highlighted. It says, but they counted our life, 12, it says, but they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a marker for gain. For, say they, we must begin in every way, though it be by evil means. Right? And this is the motivation of the people. You see that in their actions. Yeah, fuck it, man. We hear, like, you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, and it gives you all the top elite wicked heathen. They give you their whole breakdown. Okay? It says, for this man that of earthly matter maketh brittle vessels, and graven images, knoweth himself to offend above all others, and all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish, and are more miserable than very babes. It says, for they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of handle to handle. Yeah, they don't have any ability. They don't breathe. They're not alive, right? They're not alive. Some of them just big and shiny. They're not fucking alive, man. But we serve a living power, right? Who controls everything, man. Okay, that's who we serve and who we're supposed to serve. His name is Yahweh. That's the Father. Okay? It says, for they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go. Yeah, they can't move. They don't move, man. They stand there, and if they fall and shatter, they shatter. They can't stop themselves or brace themselves from a fall. Okay, as a matter of fact, they can't even pick themselves up. For a man made them, And he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a God like unto himself. For being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he worshipeth. So he himself is better. He could breathe. He could move. He could walk. He could talk. Whereas he lived once, but they never. Them idols never lived. They never lived. Yeah, they worship those beasts also that are most hateful for being compared together. Some are worse than others. Neither are they beautiful so much as to be desired in respect of beasts, but they went without the praise of the Most High and his blessing. Okay? So if you're an Israelite, you ought not to, you can't serve idols, man. Idol worshiping, looking at these, serving these celebrities, looking at these celebrities, that's idol worshiping. You look at these idols, and that's what majority of people do. Listen, whatever. That's why they use celebrities for advertisement, because they know people are gonna grab it. Nigga, if a nigga doing a Sprite commercial, Sprite sold out, right? Look at Yeezy with Adidas. Niggas want rocking Adidas like that. Boom. Soon as Kanye, and I'm not saying it's bad to go buy a pair of Yeezys, nothing like that, but I'm just saying, look at the influence that these celebrities or these so-called idols have on the people. Look when one of these celebrities die. Look what happens. The world goes mad, or certain community goes mad. Okay, man, we ought not to worship these things. We worship Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, man. Period. Okay, so with that, Lord willing, video is edifying. Lord willing, Akim got something from this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashemi, Yahweh Shai. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing. On to the next. Shalom.